First night, second night, third night, they start coming back. So I blocked leakages. There was no First Lady's office when I was governor. Go and ask. I closed it down. I'm the one who closed First Lady's office down, not Obi.
Hello and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist. In today's video, we'll analyze a recent interview where the former Anambra State Governor and the ex-Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, makes some startling claims about his successor, Peter Obi. Ngige, who recently turned 73, accused the Labour Party presidential candidate of taking credit for reforms he initiated during his tenure as governor. Now, let's dive into the first part of this interview and see what Dr. Ngige had to say. So let's take a watch.
So when people come and say Anambra was bad when they took over from Ngige, and that they are paying pensions and they are outstanding gratuity, I don't know where that is coming from. I had no outstanding gratuity before I left. I had no outstanding salary, because we put salary, gratuity, and pension on first line charge.
Permit me as a
that
journalist.
was an executive order I did.
Dr. Ngige, permit me as a journalist to quote, but the narrative by the former Labour presidential candidate in the 2023 election,
yes,
Peter Obi, who took over from you, really?
Exactly, he was my successor.
He met a messy situation. Gratuity is not paid, salary is being owed, and
the good thing is that we shared the same accountant general. If my accountant general, Mrs. Obinwa, wasn't good, he wouldn't have kept her. Because Mrs. Obinwa would do accountant general and an advisor to financial advisor. And when she's advising me, she knows I know what she's talking, because I was in the system, in Federal Ministry of Health. You understand me?
Okay, I don't want to stir controversy.
No, there's no controversy about it. There's no outstanding gratuity when Obi took over from me. There is no outstanding salary that was not paid when he took over from me. As a matter of fact, I left in all the accounts of Anambra State 13.8 billion for him. So how is it a messy situation? In my infrastructure account, I have an infrastructure account for my roads, for water supply and everything, the infrastructure account. I kept them in different pockets where we have our account. We have our account in Fidelity Bank, which is even Obi's bank. It was then Guardian Express. We had the other, is it local government, in Akimbola's bank. Forgetting the name of that bank. But that's what it is. So I left money for him. He should be man enough to say it. So he didn't inherit a bad state at all.
But when I talk about bad state, he also said that the roads were not passable, and that to his credit, he opened up Anambra.
Who is saying is not passable? Is it
the roads you handed over, the infrastructure you left behind?
The roads I handed over to B, most of them are federal roads and few state roads. They are still standing today, 21 years after. No pothole. Go and check. Ask any Anambra persons. I go to Anambra. The roads we are using today are the roads I did 21 years ago, because I use reputable contractors. I use RCC, Israeli-based RCC. Most of my roads were designed in Haifa, Israel. When I'm giving them the contract, I say, RCC, inbuilt into your sum is money for the survey and design of this road. So my roads
are still there.
They are still there. 21 years after. They were built 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006. There are 20 years, some are 20 years, some are 19 years. Some are 21. Those are built in 2003 are 22 years old.
Let us take good. From this conversation, the money you left can be verified.
Yes.
Let's take good.
Yes.
From this conversation,
yes,
the roads you built are still standing there.
I think let's
take good.
Yes. They are talking.
Welcome back. So in that clip, Dr. Ngige detailed his effort to reform the gratuity payment system by computerizing it, ensuring a first to retire, first to be served process. He emphasized that this system was designed to eliminate the need for personal connection to receive payments, a problem he claims was rampant before his reform. Ngige recounted an incident where his own brother attempted to use his influence, which he promptly shut down to maintain the integrity of the new system. He asserted that this computerized process brought transparency and fairness, with retirees receiving their dues in a timely and orderly manner from the comforts of their homes. This sets the stage for his claim against his successor. Now, let's watch the second part of the interview to get the full picture. Take a watch.
The conversation in this country today really is that Peter Obi is not this conversation, but we just have to interrogate it.
Yes.
One of the high points of his governorship was what he did with education.
Yeah.
Anambra came number one. He returned the schools to missions, created discipline, and Anambra began to excel.
Well, thank you.
Do you contend that?
Do you know I'm not vying for president?
No. I'll come to that. I won't say now.
If I start talking about what I gave and what he is saying, he met, it will look like I want to pull him down. They will say it's a pull down syndrome. I won't pull him down. He's my younger brother. He's the same age mate with my brother, the senior advocate. Yes, we should be helping them to grow. I'm not vying for president, but in education, he should not be economical.
With the facts.
With passing accolade to whoever deserves it. He took over from me. He wasn't happy when he came there. He said I took a portion of his tenure. But in education, by my broadcast in 2005, October 1, to people of Anambra State, I handed over 95 schools to the missions. To let Obiefuna, Archbishop Obiefuna, and Okafo, and Okeke of Newi, they took some schools, primary and secondary. The Anglican Mission, Oleba and Ekwenwa, they got some of their schools. We can send the Okeke at Onisha, Bishop, and Opalat in Newi. I give them schools. 95. Handed over by my Commissioner of Education, Professor Leonard Moalo. We did that. And we started paying the teachers that are there as per what we call grant-aided schools. I told you I attended St. John's Salo.
Yes, sir.
Reverend Fathers were our principal and our teachers. Father Ryan, Father Fitzpatrick. The teachers that were there, Nigerians and others, were paid by Education Ministry. That is what we call grant-aided. So I'm a beneficiary of that. So I practiced it. And even my secondary school was one of those we gave back to the missions. But nobody is talking about it. The only difference that I wasn't giving my grant into the accounts of the missions with bolder checks that with signboard. I wasn't doing that. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Let the result speak for itself. ASUBEB, my ASUBEB, I paid 1.6 billion to federal. And they Katapa funded it. And we started using it to renovate the schools, buy educational materials. And luckily, we had a kind of lock-in for JSS 3 to JSS 1 to merge with the primary component of ASUBE. So we use it to develop some secondary school too. We use it to give some education material to secondary school, apart from the one we buy as Ministry of Education, Anambra State. ASUBE gets from SUBE. So when SUBE, Abuja, evaluated the schools in Nigeria, Anambra won 2004, won 2005, won 2006 evaluation, and received prizes. And it also manifested in the school sat that followed it all. I had laid that foundation. I had started doing that before I left in 2006. So how can you say you got things that were awfully done? I was a civil servant. I had ideas of what to do. But he wasn't a civil servant. He was a trader. He said he's a trader.
He says so.
He says he's an importer. He knows those ones more than me. But administration, government administration, I'm better than him. So that's what I applied in Anambra State. I laid good foundation for him. And he built on the foundation. I'm not going to say he didn't do. He built on it. One thing he did also, which is good, is that he followed my pattern of cutting down waste. I didn't allow any civil servant to do an extra code for travel more than 2-3 days. No. I tell them, if you're going for a conference, leave that morning. Arrive at your conference, finish first night, second night, third night, you start coming back. So I blocked leakages. There was no First Lady's office when I was governor. Go and ask. I closed it down. I'm the one who closed First Lady's office down, not Obi. Yes. So I don't want to enter any controversy.
Well, let us leave the
because this thing will stir up controversy.
Please,
then
please.
The obedience will now say I'm disobedient.
No, please don't be. Please don't be.
I'm not an obedient.
But you're not disobedient.
But I'm not disobedient.
Thank you very much.
So don't.
I'm not going to drag into being disobedient.
And whenever I see my junior brother Peter Obi, I will tell him, I will caution him not to be saying that he met nonsense in Anambra. No.
So now, in this second half of the clip, Dr. Ngige directly challenged the narrative that Peter Obi inherited a messy situation. He firmly stated that he left no outstanding gratuity or salary payment, having placed them on a first-line charge. He questioned the source of the claim that Obi had a clear backlog of payments, suggesting these were fabrications. Ngige further revealed that he left a substantial sum of 13.8 billion naira in the state's account for his successor. He also mentioned leaving funds in various other accounts, including an infrastructure account and a security vote account, which he claims was transparently managed. He even pointed out that his administration made significant investments, such as in Orient Petroleum, on behalf of his state. So here's my take on all this issue. But you know, say Obi also used this style that he left this in this account, he left that in that account, he left the other one in that account, and this is what Ngige don't talk here now, say in leave this for this account, he made this kind of investment and that. So let me give you my critical take on all this. First, Dr. Ngige's claim are very specific, and if true, and could significantly alter the public perception of Peter Obi, much lauded physical prudence as governor. The assertion that he left 13.8 billion naira for his successor is a direct contradiction to the narrative that Obi inherited a financially troubled state. This isn't just a political squabble. It is a challenge to the very foundation of Obi's political brand. If Ngige's claim can be substantiated with documents, it will be a major blow to Obi's credibility. Secondly, the timing of this revelation is crucial. With the next election cycle on the horizon, these claims could be a strategic move to undermine a political or a potential political rival. While Ngige insists he's not vying for the presidency, his statements could be interpreted as an attempt to settle old scores or to curry favor within his own political camp. It's a classic case of political maneuvering where the past is weaponized to influence the future. The question is, why now? Is this a genuine attempt to set the record straight, or is it a calculated political attack? And thirdly, this entire episode highlights a recurring problem in Nigerian politics: the lack of continuity and the tendency for successors to discredit their predecessor. Instead of building on existing foundations, new administrations often start by dismantling the old, often for political reasons. Ngige's frustration seems to stem from a feeling that his contribution have been erased from the historical record. This raises a broader question about how we document and preserve our political history. Are we destined to repeat this cycle of claim and counterclaim with every new administration, or can we find a way to have a more objective and fact-based assessment of our leaders' performance? That's all we have for you today on Oba's Trending Gist. What do you think about Ngige's claims? Do you believe Peter Obi took credit for his predecessor's work? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trending gist. Until next time, stay informed.